Hey guys, this is 𝐩𝐬𝐧𝐬 with Profiles That Pop with another 3 free tips that I'm turning into a profile pop-up. Today's is for Gina Pellegrino, and I wanted to show this one. It was easier to show than it was to try to write it up. Just looking at this initial shot on the cell phone, I'm going to back up a second here. Notice too, when you look for her name, even if you do know her name, all you see is currently seeking event. So right off the bat, the first thing I would do is replace currently seeking opportunities with hashtag #ONO. And then you might follow it up with event planner. And you don't necessarily need to say Chicagoland because it's down right here below. And organized, creative, detail-oriented, reliable are all great, but I would add more about the results that I'll get into here in a second. So then if you look at this, just from this view, is this enough to entice you to want to click and find out more? So my point is here, notice the accomplishments. They're buried. You had to click on that to get to them. So you've got a bunch of accomplishments right here, and you've got over 3 years of volunteer experience, which definitely counts, and drive of 110%, your skills. You've got a whole bunch of good stuff in here. But if you don't tease at what that is, people aren't going to be inclined to want to click. So I wanted to make sure you saw this. It's a little bit different. I think a lot different from the desktop scenario. But again, what some of the good things going on here, you got a great background picture that looks like a big event that you can probably handle. Your picture itself is looking really good. And if we scroll down here, the other thing I noticed right off the bat is the 436, and you can see right here it says 402 right there. So you've got a few more followers than you do actual connections. Definitely want to bump up that over the 500 mark, just so it's not something that people are noticing. And plus, that's better networking. Then if you get down in here into your experience, same kind of thing here. Get to the good stuff. You do right off the bat get into that. You talk about managing 13 committees, 800 plus students. That's all great. But if you notice when I tap it once, it's already buried. I would change those minus signs to more like a check mark. Let me know if you want some help with that. Same thing here. If you can get accomplishments in here, it would be ideal. Down here into the next one, again, all these icons here, I would do check marks. Again, the minus sign, especially on the phone, looks kind of like you're taken away from something, like a negative almost. And I wouldn't want it to come across that way. I definitely think you can show off all of these accomplishments with bullets. And if they're not really accomplishments, like you're looking at here for Office Assistant, I would spread it out a little bit more and make it be known here that, pull out the results if you can, but then have those be in checkmark bullets. But the rest of it I would just space out more so it's easier to read. Other than that, you've got some good education that you did. You've got event wedding planning. I don't remember seeing that anywhere, but that goes right to what you're doing. So make sure that you try to choose the icon for that one if you can, but make sure you mention that up in the summary. And again, here you're talking about at the high school, talking about how you've managed all that, which is great. Get them to be check marks, make people want to click on it, because recruiters are going to go for your current job, your last job, and they're going to be looking at your education. So the volunteer stuff does count as well, and I would just clean it up a little bit, and you'll be well on your way. I did notice that you're in the ONO group, which is great. I remember that anyway, Gino. But Gina, I would also say connect with Ira Bowman, SPN, and he can help you with doing better networking and getting some of those connections. Hopefully that helped. This was 𝐩𝐬𝐧𝐬 with Profiles That Pop. Thanks very much. If you would like one of these yourself, DM me or tag me and let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.